All right, I'm back. So after I took this cap off, after I pulled the pin, pulled the cap off, um, please remember to take pictures. I'm doing that as well. For instance, this side is going to be facing this way because there's a cable that runs down and that little clip. I'm sorry. um, you want to make sure you take pictures. So this side faces this way. There's a cable that comes down and it hooks on that. So take pictures as you go along. So I pulled this out and the cork was stuck in there. I tried pushing it from the outside in, and it would not budge. And as I was doing that, there's like two bearings. They're not round. They're just kind of like oval shape. Well, not oval, but they just have a weird shape. This one, you see there, fell on the floor, and I'm like, uh-oh, where'd that come from? And so I had to now, this thing's still inside here, and it fell off. So be careful when you pull this cap off. You want to grab that bearing, and that bearing sits in this little slot here. Sits in this little slot, so just like that. Sits in that little slot. You want to take that out. Now, this thing was sitting like this, and that little bearing it's wedged in this side of the frame. So me trying to figure it out, I took a big pair of pliers and I spun this half a turn, and I heard it come off from that bearing. I heard it come off from the track, and then I could feel that it was moving. So now at that time, I very carefully, oops, my towel's falling. I don't want that. Well, okay. And then basically after that, I was able to pull this out, and along with that came that bearing, and that bearing sits in here. It sits just like that, and that bearing sits right in there. If you can see, there's a little slot. So what you do to put it on, because after I took it out, I'm like, uh-oh, how the hell am I going to put that in? So what you do is you take that off, and you slide this thing in. And as you're sliding it, you can see there's a little opening slot there, and that's where you're going to put that bearing. And after you put that bearing, then you're going to turn it, and it's going to fall. Then you got to fish it to pull it, to put it in a spot. So I think that's how it's going to work. I'm testing all these things out before I remove mine. So I believe that's how you do it. You slide the cork in, and you put that bearing through here, through that one slot. Where's it at? No, there it is. Yeah, so you put the bearing through there, and you can see that after you go through the opening, there's like space there. So all right, I'm gonna leave that there. I just wanted to share my findings so far. There's 2 pins, 2 bearings, a cap, the cork, and the cap right there. So far those are the parts for this. I'll be reporting back.